Previously on the Cursed Caravan.
Inside, you see a small, modest-looking box that has the name Stagram on it.
Yeah, Dee's gonna put the box back in his coat and walk back into the room. Maybe slide it out of his coat and run it across the top of one of those little round tables by the door and drop it onto the ground, perhaps.
He takes the box and he looks at it, and his expression softens as he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a key and unlocks the box. And opening the box, there is a soft velvet pillow. In the center of it is a signet ring.
We're about to fight a little miniature.
It's like a little action figure.
Yeah, it's
2-inch figure.
It is tiny. Take me with you, take me with you, take me with you, take me with you. He swings wide and hits Nyrin.
No!
With a great sword.
Damn it.
Boo.
No.
He was a traitor all along.
Oh, no.
Kill him. We'll take the tiny one with us instead.
I knew it. Hey. Everything's fine. Nyrin's going to drop his torch. Just pick the little guy up.
Oh, no. It's holding a spirit inside of it.
I know, and so Nineveh feels a special attachment to it and is worried.
Take him with you. Put him inside you. See what happens.
Put him inside.
Take me with you.
Put him inside you. Open your stupid little robot compartment and throw him in there.
We still have Alex's little ring box.
That's actually a good idea.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, I know what we can do.
Throw it down the dark hallway.
Its arm cocks back, and it goes to punch your hand.
As it does that, Nyrin that just throws it 20 feet. Ah!
Yes.
Croak is gonna throw a firebomb at this fucking thing.
That's so fucking rude.
Hobgoblins, you know? They can't tell they're humans from their toys.
Take me with you.
No, but I was thinking about, as we're going through Hell Knight Hill, Fee and I were watching some YouTube videos about like abandoned houses and stuff. People going into abandoned houses, and some people, it just looks like they just disappeared because stuff is still there, stuff is still set up. Y'all ever been to like abandoned houses before? Like actually done it? I see Cody nodding.
Yeah, we have actually. The three of us and Felicia.
I didn't go.
You didn't go to the asylum?
No, I did not. I stayed
Asylum?
home. I stayed home.
Yeah, like one of the most legit abandoned places I've been to was the asylum.
Who was it
Then
then?
what brunette girl was I walking around with the whole time?
Oh,
I think was there.
Maybe it was.
we gotta watch out with the names. I'm gonna miss one of these days.
That's fine. He won't care. Or
Just
listen.
yeah.
But no,
Just
Fee-
know,
Fee was not
I
there.
did not go. You guys were talking about going, and then I was like, no, I'm going to stay home with my mom and watch Hallmark movies.
Oh, we made a huge deal out of it. We went to Walmart. We bought like machetes,
No, I know. I remember.
flashlights. Yeah.
But I did not
Yeah,
want to
you
go.
can't go into an undead asylum without machetes.
Now it's an undead
For vines or protection?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea was because there was a lot of brush. It just is an
About
empty, abandoned
Mhm.
old asylum from like outside of. I don't even actually know where it's at.
It's in San Antonio.
Dude, there are
Well, yeah,
two
I just
places.
don't remember how like far out.
There are two places in San Antonio that I don't feel like are in San Antonio. They're in like the Silent Hill version of San Antonio.
Yeah, there's like a weird like forest bubble in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it holds the ruins as well. Do you guys
Yeah, I remember the ruins. The
Yeah,
steps.
fuck yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's next to it's right next to like juvenile detention center.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
What
That's-
part of San Antonio is this?
The darkness, the abyss.
The darkness.
You
Yeah,
drive through the
I didn't
hellhole,
drive,
and
so
there
I
it
definitely
is.
don't know.
I feel like
North,
I think
south?
I drove. I think it's off of 410, like 410 and like, fuck man, maybe like, actually no, maybe like 1604 and like Blanco. Do you know those
Yeah,
roads?
yeah.
Like kind of maybe over there. Because I feel like my aunt kind of lived in the general vicinity, but I don't remember exactly where it is. But
Yeah, we straight up. It was 3 stories or 2 stories.
Oh, it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because they had a fire slide on like the 4th floor for fire escape.
It's
That's how
quite-
old the building was. Instead of like a ladder fire escape, it was a rusty ass fucking slide
Wow.
that literally went from like the 4th floor all the way down to the bottom.
It's very tall and ominous. It could be more than 4. I want to say 4, and then there's like a rooftop that we got onto.
It's been a long time. I think we
Matt-
hopped out
oh,
where
hey,
the fire
is this
escape.
it? Is this it right here?
No way, it's only 2. Or is that 3?
You found it online?
I guess that would
I feel
be
like
3.
I found it. Yeah, I'm trying to look up like an
I think
actual
that's it.
location of it.
I don't know if I ever saw it during the day.
I definitely did not. Only at night.
Did y'all like go inside?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Straight up
We went
like
to the roof.
Yeah.
machete in one hand, flashlight in the other. We went through we combed that building, like through all the rooms. There's like old papers, weathered, scattered on the ground, graffiti everywhere. saying,
There's like an old shitty wheelchair,
yeah,
like in
So
the
y'all
hallway
already
type
did
shit.
Hell Night Hill.
Yeah, it's crazy.
just
And there was nothing in there too.
graffiti on the walls.
Useless paper.
It
saying
says,
that God is not here.
I have some burnt papers from there, and they could be cursed. That could be my whole.
well, it's
problem.
funny. It literally says right here, it's a former Bexar County juvenile home for boys or something. That's kind of where it comes from.
Yeah, they
but-
moved it.
But Matthew,
the
it
new
says,
one.
for your own safety, we encourage you, your friends, or your family to stay far away because you might get arrested or you might encounter an angry spirit. So maybe since you took that stuff,
I have
Oh,
weird
they're
feelings.
they're enticing people to do it now. If they're
that's
saying
exactly
that
what.
shit.
Yeah, we encourage you to stay away, but you might find a treasure.
Hey, the county needs money.
That's crazy. So, just like what else? Like furniture or anything? Any?
Yeah, I mean they were like, so they were like old tables and stuff like that. A lot of it was like destroyed, vandalized. So like
It's cool looking.
Yeah, there was like I think I
Shitty
remember a room
graffiti,
that had
though.
like a bunch of like desk chairs in it. Like it would be like
Yeah.
a classroom, and like half of them are like broken.
Did we see like the classic like insane person chair? Like, you know the chair I'm talking about?
With
Like,
straps on it
Yes,
and stuff.
yeah.
I think there was a
There were
table.
medical beds.
I feel like I saw
Yeah,
like a medical
table,
something,
like
yeah.
a gurney almost, but it was
Yeah.
like in place. And the thing is, the one that really creeped us out was
Bed frames, no mattresses and shit.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But the one that really creeped us out was like there was a room at the end of one of the halls, and it's like the hall was like a 90-degree left turn, but the corner had a door, and that opened up into a big square room, and that one had windows all along it, and all of them are fucking broken, of course. And there was one chair in the middle of the room that was facing towards the door. It was just one single chair, and I think you're right. That was there for sure, and I think I was with. We were looking in there, and he went, "Oh fuck no fucking way!" And I was like, "Y'all need to see this shit." We all like went back, got y'all,
It's just a chair.
walked over there. We were like, "Hey, yeah, just go look in that room." And you like look in the big open room, fucking shattered windows, and just a single old wooden chair in the middle of the room, facing towards the door.
Ugh, dude.
Ahmad, have you ever been to an abandoned building?
I don't think so, but I've been to buildings that were in the middle of construction in the middle of the night with my friends.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
just goofing around, finding power tools and welding masks. And I found a CD of Creed.
Nice, dude. That's
Yeah.
a great. That's a great. Dude,
Was
that's-
it
that's a
was it
haul,
withered
man.
or weathered?
Whatever. I still
The
have
one
it,
with the
I'm sure.
tree and their faces
Maybe
are
it's like a
imposed on
gray
the...
CD, or it's either gray or just the basic
Mm.
reflective CD.
I wish I could remember if it was withered or weathered, but it's one of the best album covers.
I remember
of all
like a
time.
silver
Let me-
one
let
that
me
had
pull
like
it up.
Creed in silver that kind
Yeah.
of was reflective.
I
Is
think
that,
that was
okay?
it. I think
Yeah,
that was
you
it.
know, some
Oh,
dude was
okay.
like bumping that, and then was like, "Oh, this is terrible," and like threw it out his window as he was driving by, and it just landed in there. Poor Creed. I actually don't mind Creed if we're being honest.
Dude, no,
I
legit.
tolerate them.
This
I
album,
mean, I think that they're fine.
Are we
They're
being
good for their
honest?
time.
I
oh yeah, it's
maybe
called
I
Weathered.
secretly like them. I have a Creed tattoo on my chest.
Dude,
I mean, you described the
unapologetically.
CD.
No,
so
I remember
it's like-
that. I guess that's what the point I was trying to make is that like obviously it left an
Everybody
impact.
did. There's a reason
Yeah.
why they're popular.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody.
everybody.
Unapologetic. Why read a... Oh, my God. Somebody else fucking...
What are you looking up?
Creed.
Just a fucking album cover.
Oh,
Dude, is that their faces on the tree?
Yeah.
that's
Beautiful,
gross.
It's a
dude.
really bad album
really
cover,
good.
but legitimately, this is a fucking banger album.
Yeah, yeah.
It just is. I don't
Mhm.
give a shit. It just
Withered.
is. Put it on and you'll be like, oh yeah, like this bangs.
No, I don't. I'm probably embarrassed by the amount of Creed lyrics that I could recite.
But I think
off the
this,
top of my
I think
head.
this is the one. That's the one you're talking about, Imad?
Probably. That might be it. A little
Looks
sand dude coming out of the ground.
Just looks like a Goosebumps cover.
It's good shit, man. Like Photoshop. But anyway, so Imad,
Graphic design was
you
good.
haven't been to like an abandoned building?
Well, actually,
Besides that.
sort of. In San Angelo, there was a abandoned school.
Is that
San
GTA,
Angelo's like in the middle
GTA
of
4 or GTA 3?
San Andreas.
I got you.
Stupid.
Thanks for clearing that up for me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, but like out in the
I
middle of nowhere.
tolerate Grand Theft Auto.
Nice, dude. Good. You should.
Yeah, there's a school out in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, it was haunted, but somebody bought it and they use one of the classrooms as a bar, which is pretty cool. And also, once a year, they did like a Halloween haunted house through the area. And I remember the woman I was dating at the time, super cool. She's great. We went through the haunted house, and there were some cool things. Like they had this. You walk around a corner, and a car was at night. A car was coming at you. You see the headlights, a car horn, and everything. And it creepy, but it turns out all it was 2 flashlights put on a shopping cart. So he's just running a shopping cart at you. Like it was just so cool. And the scariest part for me was the very last room was just a big empty room, and you can barely see a ladder in the corner, and you saw the exit to the left. We're just walking. All of a sudden, the ladder just goes bam, just falls down. And my ex doesn't know this. I'm saying it now. I apologize. I shoved her out of the way to run outside.
Dude, hell yeah. That's where it's at. Imad.
Wasn't even actually like a planned thing. It's just some new guy fucking tripped over a ladder.
Yeah, right.
It was so dark. She comes out. She's like, somebody pushed me. I'm like, who pushed you? So,
Kick his ass.
I don't think you're listening, but if you are, I apologize.
No, he
So
doesn't.
the thing for me, as far as,
do it again.
as far as abandoned houses go, a lot of my family lived on the border of Mexico, so I would see abandoned houses all the time when I was little. So when it comes to like going and exploring them, I don't want to, just because ever since I was really, really little, and I'd walk past these like houses that are clearly abandoned, there hasn't been anyone that's lived there in a long time. They always gave me a weird feeling. And so for me, like when all of y'all were like, yeah, we're gonna go to this abandoned asylum, I'm like, no.
Yeah, you thought to yourself, ugh.
No. It's just always been a thing for I follow the rules very well. And so when I was little, my parents were just like, don't go to where you're gonna go and then come back.
I get it. I was always in my friends group. I was always the I
Pussy.
don't know, guys. Like that was me, like all the time. So I get it.
Jeez.
No, when I was a little kid, me and my best go into construction sites all the time, and then like
same here.
I remember like behind his dad's house, there was one time they were doing construction, and behind his dad's house was like woods, just woods. And we would wander around, do stupid shit. Like one time he had a bow and arrow, like
Woods
a
are
compound bow, and he like just shot an arrow straight up in the air.
no!
And we used to be like,
That's
ooh, and then dodge.
That's a fun game.
Then dodge the arrow. But then like that same time we were out, we went and we found like this area that turned out to be a quarry where they were starting to do construction. And so there's like bottles of orange spray paint just around.
Oh, fun.
So we ended up taking the orange spray paint. We took some plywood from the
Nice,
site,
yeah.
and like we went and built a tree house.
You've told me about this.
Yeah. So like, so 2 different things. We had 2 different tree houses because there was one that was already built and it was built out of plywood, and it was just there. Had this shitty little like ladder going up the tree that was literally just like 2x4s nailed to the tree.
Yeah.
And so like, that was one of them. And the other one, we took that plywood from the construction site and a hammer and some nails. And there's this big tree that had like a really wide trunk and really low branches that were very thick, and then it would kind of like spiral upwards. And we started just like nailing platforms onto each of the branches, building like a spiral platform base
Cool.
on top of this thing. But anyway, onto the spray paint. At that original house that we had, calling you out, was there, and he was like, do y'all want like a campfire? And he was like 16. And so we were like, yeah, fire for our base, that makes sense. And so he just builds a fucking campfire for us and then dips, leaving a bunch of kids with a fire in the middle of the woods. And we're just like, we're going to decorate our base. And we take the orange spray paint and we're like spray painting all the plywood. And we're like inside the fucking house.
Oh, God.
Just getting all these fumes in our faces, not knowing, just being stupid kids.
Not knowing anything.
Not knowing anything. Until eventually a very angry Karen comes marching down the hill because turns
There's
out
a
we're
fire
technically setting a fire in her backyard.
Yikes.
Oh, God.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Ooh, have fun sometime.
Also turns out
Try it out.
that house was a work in progress house being built by her husband for their kids, and that we were vandalizing. But we didn't think of it that way.
I vandalized a
I
house
like how
that
you
was
put
being
quotes
built.
up, vandalizing.
Yeah, well, we thought we were decorating. She made us march up and down like it was like a quarter of a mile up and down with like buckets of water to put out the fire, and then
Oh,
the
wow,
cops and
yeah.
police, the police and the fire department showed up.
Oh, she called. So she called the cops on you.
Well, she thought it was a forest fire.
Oh, I guess
So
you're
she
right.
called
Yeah,
emergency
she
and then
probably
went to
was
go
seeing the
investigate.
smoke. Yeah.
So then we had to explain to that.
Hey, we're just children.
Yeah.
We're children.
Let's just start a fire and huff paint.
What were you
Shoot
saying?
arrows into the sky.
Yeah, I'm not going to implicate. Yeah, I'm not going to implicate Zach on this one. But one time,
Well, you just did.
I'm not going to say that Zach fucked up, but here we go.
but one time, myself and a friend, and then another friend that we had
Who's totally not Zach?
in the neighborhood, pretty nice neighborhood that was being built, threw rocks at the new windows.
That sounds about right. That definitely wasn't me. I was not there.
Yeah, he didn't. Zach didn't. Zach didn't help us scope out the place, but then myself and other friend went out.
That's right. That's right.
That was a trip for another podcast.
Yeah, I was tripping. We'll
Felicia,
say.
do you have any crimes you want to admit to right now?
Well,
Any crimes that I want to admit to?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we're
I
all
used to
followed their
steal a
rules.
lot. But like, the majority of the stealing I did was in Mexico. So
so it was.
But that makes it
accepted.
okay.
no, so it's just like it was in a different country. You know, you get what
How
I'm saying?
stereotypical.
guess. I don't know.
I was like 6, and then they have these little markets. They have these little markets where they're selling, like clothes or the little bobblehead.
That's
wooden-
puldas.
Huh?
Puldas.
What'd you say?
Pool does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but they have like
What'd that
those
mean?
little, the little like wooden turtles with a little bobbly head.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to steal those all the time.
Yeah.
But I was like 6 years old, and I'm like, oh, little turtle pocket.
Yeah.
Pocket.
Or they'd have the little like.
Are they good luck turtles?
carved-
Or
I don't know.
Do they have a thing attached to them like that?
I don't think so. But they had like
omens?
little carved like crystal or stone like elephants or whatever. Wolves. I would take those too. Just those like little things. I do this is not a crime that I committed, but we were out at the mall with somebody. I pretty much am a very follow the rules type of person, except
Follow my own rules.
the thing is, in my family, this is something that my papa taught me a long time ago about his dad. That he said he would always say, if it has their name on it, it's like the business's name, then it is
Fair game.
yeah, because they're trying to sell themselves. So, like, if somebody has, like, a cup, like, if you're at a restaurant that has a cup and it has their name on it, it's like, well, they want it to get out there so people can see it. And it's advertisement. It's free advertisement.
That's how I feel about Sony televisions.
Yeah.
Me too.
That makes sense.
So those are really the only crimes that I have committed. And trespassing. When we used to go to the pool when we, after the pool was closed.
Yeah.
I hated
we
it.
said
That was so much fun, dude.
That's hilarious.
That's so good.
Or we used to. There was what are those places called? Like the community clubs or whatever, right by
Like a country club?
No,
It's
no.
just like a clubhouse.
A clubhouse.
Oh,
that
okay.
you can
There's-
rent for the day or whatever.
Yeah, there was a clubhouse by our mine and Cody's middle school, and they had they had tennis courts, but they were locked up during the day. But people, you know how when you get like a container of tennis balls, it has like the little like metal top, like basically
the
like
tab.
like canned meat.
Yeah, it's like a Pringles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, except with the pull
Yeah.
tab. And so people would leave those around all the time as a litter. So we would take the part that they pulled off and we would open the lock with it and go into the.
Yeah, you could just shim the lock really easy.
Easily, super easy. So we would go into the tennis courts and just hang out there. And then the guy, that's the just go home. That's that guy. Because there was the manager of that clubhouse.
So a Kevin.
Is that a thing?
I have no idea. It sounds similar to Karen.
But yeah, so there was the manager of that clubhouse. We would hang out over there like every day after school for a little while before walking home, and we would go get into the tennis courts for no reason. We wouldn't do anything in there except sometimes someone would leave like a tennis ball, so we'd like bounce it around, and then he'd just be like, "Please, just go home, just go." And I felt really bad. He was a nice guy. I mean, he was like angry because there were all these like little kids hanging out in his like
youths.
yeah, but
I can imagine. I wouldn't I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on,
like,
just
Yeah.
leave.
So I know Matt and Cody are familiar with the ruins, but did you ever go to the ruins or know anything about it? Basically, for everybody, it's like
I went there once.
it's almost like I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. It's like giant steps. And the way
It's like a monolith.
yeah, well, so it's like a monolith to in my memory or like my nostalgia makes me picture it as some like fucking
Great
like,
Aztec
pyramid
temple.
or some Aztec temple or some shit. It's basically just like a spillway of some kind. But we used to go there all the time, and like me and Chris would go like break bottles or like just like it was all graffitied out, and we would just like sit there and talk and like be dumb or like
Get drunk and share our dreams while smoking Black and
yeah,
Wilds.
yes, dude, yeah, just like be kids or be like young teenagers.
Yeah.
And
So full of life.
it's really funny. So my first date with my now wife, I was like, oh, this place is really special to me. I'm going to take you there. So we went and saw a movie, and then it was like late, and I drove, and I didn't think about just how creepy
Yeah.
it is.
Drive you out into the wilderness.
Like, and not only that, but like I like pulled off, and like it was like pitch black, and I was like, oh, I have to bring a bat just in case.
Yeah.
So I had had a
Oh
bat,
my
and I
God.
had like Lexi with me, and she was such a good sport, man. Like I cannot believe that we made it as far as we did. Eventually we turned around because we heard some youths, and I was like, no, we can't do that. Like it's
Gross,
dangerous. But
Beating off kids.
yeah, just like with the
no,
bat.
Matt.
What's up? What was that fee?
No,
What? You didn't hear?
Yeah, you can't hit kids with a baseball bat.
Yeah,
It's wrong.
Matthew.
Matt.
Jesus.
But anyways, that just reminds me of the ruins, because the ruins, like always, I'll never forget the ruins. But I definitely
So
struggle to
I
introduce
had
new
my
people.
own sort of deal. There
I
were
want to hear Lexi's side of that story
same.
sometime.
But just like past where the pool was that we used to jump over the fence to get to, there was the ditch. You remember the ditch? Do you know the ditch?
On the side by the street, right?
Yeah, it was like right off of Braun.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't
We
Matthew
don't live
skate
there
there or
anymore.
no? Or was it a shitty ditch, or was it a
It was
skatable
just a grass ditch.
It was no, it wasn't a grass ditch. It was a big, like deep concrete ditch.
Yeah, I feel like
And
he skated there.
Oh, I don't
I'm
remember
sure he
that.
did. Like me and one of my siblings used to take pictures there
I
and
thought you were
stuff.
talking to yourself about yourself in the third person.
No, I have a brother named
Yeah, I
Matthew.
realized it's Felicia's
That sounds
brother.
like that.
But like me and one of my siblings, we used to go there all the time, and like we would take like cool pictures and stuff. But we also used to go there and we burned textbooks under the bridge. And it was cool because the fire was green. But yeah, we had started fires down there. There was also like one day where we spent like hours down there pretending like we were living out in the wild. And I think I drank ditch water.
That explains a lot.
But yeah,
paint
so
chips as a kid.
we used to like do some vandalism type shit down there. But it was a good time. I have some good memories in the ditch. I remember there was a fight that happened in the ditch, and I was like, there was like a very steep, it was a very deep like concrete ditch, and then it led into a green belt. But like I remember sitting up at the top of the wall, and like I hung out with like a lot of the like skater kids back then, and some guy came over and was like trying to start a fight, and they were all like fighting and shit, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get out of here.
I'm gonna go drink some ditch water.
I'm gonna just take a quick sip. I'm real thirsty, and I'm gonna go home.
Let's ditch these guys, which back in my day meant go get a drink of water.
I feel like adults don't do that shit enough. Like they don't go out and like go fucking trespass in ditches and stuff. That shit was fun.
We'll
Like
get
it,
in
was,
trouble,
it literally
man.
Well,
was
it's like
fun.
if you're a kid and you do it and a cop finds you, then it's just like, rascals, don't be a rascal. If you're an adult and you do it, then it's like, fucking criminal. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna stop resisting.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with you. You shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a grown ass man. Get a job.
Just go home.
But I mean, like we honestly, I think that we should go do something like that.
I'm
Not,
down.
but like because
Vandalism,
not
mushrooms.
vandalism.
Let's burn down a police station.
I mean, that's a different conversation. But like, I
You
feel
might want
like
to beep that one.
because
No, that's true. But
keep that shit in.
if somebody commits arson, they're going to go for you first, brother.
That's fine.
There it is, implicated.
like there are like like ghost hunting shows and stuff where they'll go and look at like abandoned places, but they will call ahead and make sure that it's okay. I think we
Yeah.
should do one of those things where we like call and we're like, hey, we're gonna come record there. Is that cool? And they'll be like, yeah. We find out who owns the property, that sort of thing. It's not as cool as being a kid and just doing it without asking permission, but also we won't get arrested.
Yeah, I
We
got
need to
shit
go
pay
to
for.
Goatman's Bridge.
I would love to go to Goatman's Bridge.
We
Dude,
need to do
Old
that.
Alton.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just do it right now. All right.
you can-
Everybody have a great night. Goodbye.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Goodbye.
You can kayak. There's like a river that runs all the way down that. So I wanted to do like a spooky.
It's
Halloween
like deep enough to
kayak.
kayak?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess when I saw it, it was very low.
Halloween kayak. It's the whitest thing I've ever heard.
Hey, I'm sorry. It's what I am. Okay.
Well,
I have a
Spooky
kayak.
kayak.
You fucking backpacker.
so I hate to be a party pooper, but we
gonna do
are.
this
It
thing.
is getting late,
Let's do
and
it.
at a certain point, Zach is gonna make us all stop playing. So
Yeah, take that, and then remember your unbridled rage towards him when we start
I always
the
have
episode.
unbridled rage towards Zach.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was here at 10 o'clock sharp.
Things are getting weird. Last time we played, we were all you were all exploring what is going on down here and not getting a lot of answers other than this is a very decrepit place with security measures put in place, and you've heard word of cultists, but you haven't seen anything of it. But you have seen, and you did see, a very, very deep tunnel. And from what you can tell, it seems like that tunnel could possibly lead back to Etrin's Folly. What is going on here?
And creatures from the Mwangi.
And
Yeah.
it is
I'm so excited
getting
about
difficult
that.
to deny the fact that you have seen now 2 creatures from the Mwangi. But as
There's friggin' frogmen on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
as we are finishing that last combat with that doll, which was
Just
absurd
awful.
and awful.
Just awful.
My favorite fight so far.
I wish he would have stayed in the box. Just saying.
There is
Me
It
too.
would have been fun.
there is tension in the air, and as you all look to each other, wondering what the hell is going on, and I'm sorry I considered bringing it up earlier before we started recording because I knew it would take time. You feel emboldened, and you all level up.
Yes, again.
Again.
Nice.
Oh yes, the
I know
heavens.
we're all going to have
no.
to take time to level up, and I really did consider...
I was already leveling up. I
Same.
did not know.
I was considering saying it when we were in the kitchen taking shots, but
Peek behind the curtain.
a peek behind the curtain. But then I also figured that you guys would be upset that I didn't say it on recording. So you all level up. So hurry that up.
Done.
That was fast.
Okay.
I've got mine leveled up all the way to like level 8, just like
Nerd.
ready to go.
Oh, that's
Nerd.
That's very confident of you and a bit foolish. So, you all level up.
Yeah.
We are currently in this room. It's a bit of a disheveled room. Broken table, desk sort of deal in the middle. But you do see to your northwest, southwest, and southeast some open doors. What's up?
Did you want to talk about what everybody got on level up?
Oh, yeah. Does anyone want to tell what they got with level ups?
What you got, Cody?
Level 3, not crazy for a cleric. I got 2 new second level spells, which will come up later. Also got an increase in my fortitude saves, which isn't that big. I do have the option as an inventor now to reconfigure my invention, which means I can spend a day of downtime to change a core feature of my invention, which maybe will come into play at some point. And the only like semi-big thing is that now whenever I use overdrive, I gain additional damage on top of that.
Ooh.
Cool. I got, for Nyrin, I got bravery, which is
I love bravery.
really cool.
Yeah, I absolutely love bravery.
Yeah, if you roll a will save against a fear effect and you succeed, you get a critical success instead. And whenever I gain the frightened condition, reduce its value by 1. And also deny advantage, where like equal level than me, I don't get flanked. Also against
Deny advantage is so good too.
yeah. Also against hidden, undetected creatures, I don't get flanked. Really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Can't be made flat-footed by creatures your level or lower.
Yeah.
That's just some good fighter shit.
It is,
It's like
It's like, let me jump in the middle of this shit.
Yeah.
it's very
So
close to necessary.
Yeah. It's like that stuff, although it doesn't sound as exciting as some like other feats.
If
like,
you don't have it late game, you can be screwed.
late game, it is so I mean, even now it'll be very good, but late game especially, it is so good because a majority of the things that you come across
If you're
usually
flat-footed to it, it immediately pierces your skin and you die.
usually are your level or majority of the things will be your level or maybe a little lower, which is fantastic for deny advantage. Like,
Yeah.
fantastic.
This is stuff that just came with the character. It's not even stuff I had to choose.
Ooh,
which is really
that's great.
cool.
What'd you get, Krilk?
For me, I kind of ripped off Matthew, and I stole the incredible initiative as well,
Yeah,
just
that's
because I
what
was
I
like,
got.
I need that shit
Yeah.
too, so I can fucking stop throwing bombs at
Yeah,
Imad.
that's one of those where you're just like, I don't know what to pick. It's a
Yeah,
guaranteed.
yeah. Well,
it's a
and
guaranteed good one.
I kind of also chose tattoo artist in that same vein. I feel like I don't really understand it, but I think with time I'll kind of get used to it.
Giving yourself something to figure out.
Yeah, mainly it's just like I still haven't found these fucking feats or the formulas for it, but it's pretty cool. I think once I get those set up, you gain like basically like master crafting will bump up the bonuses from tattoos and stuff. So once I can find the spells, I'll deal with it. But that's
So the way that
basically it.
magical tattoos work is like if you have a magical tattoo, it essentially acts as a once a day spell.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was taking from it.
So just give yourself 50 tattoos and then
And
become
just be
a wizard.
like, yeah, right. I just wanted something to make me less spongy, hopefully. Like,
Yeah,
so-
they're used for moments where you're like, oh, I'm about to get hit, and then you just like activate it.
Yes.
You just
yeah.
like activate it, and it might help you out.
Yeah.
It's a saving throw for a saving throw.
What'd you
It's good
take,
stuff.
Matthew?
I took incredible initiative because there have been many times where, dang it, I needed to go first, just as a buffer to help out. Or like, oh shit, I didn't think about doing this spell before we went into the fight. Just stuff like that. Or, you know, I can run if I'm the one that triggers the fight. Because it's like one or the other. So yeah, I did that. I got 3 new level 2 spells, which we will see or not see. We will see. Got a little bit more buff. It's exciting.
I forgot to mention that the general feat I took was battle medicine.
Nice.
Which will let me actually use a medicine check in combat for one action to heal you guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's good. Some good shit. Yeah, that's the problem. There's other things that would be great for the character, but I need that initiative. Like, let's get it now. Worry about the other stuff later.
Yeah, I had to choose the other one because I really wanted incredible initiative, but I was like, I can't take 10 minutes in a fight.
Yeah, it's more important to your character to do that. Just basically for each level up, I'm just like, man, what really bothered me over the last few fights?
Yeah, exactly.
You think you have a plan, and then you see that it's not working that way.
Yeah, so Nyrin's steel shield is broken right now. So he's going to use broken or destroyed. I can't remember.
Destroyed.
Destroyed. Okay, so it's destroyed.
Yeah, it got fixed, and then it got destroyed.
Yeah. So I'm using the wooden shield we found.
It's a guy like hardness 5.
No, hardness 3. Oof. The steel shield was hardness 5.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, for damn sure.
Yeah.
For damn sure. It's just a bummer how quick they break.
Yeah.
You have 3 doors that are ajar. One to your northwest, one to your southwest, and one to your southeast. What do we do from here?
Either of y'all still putting off light, or is it dark in here?
Yeah, this is an extremely dark vault.
Nineveh has light radiating off of them.
So some form of light will be needed for anyone who doesn't have dark vision.
And I also think that before we would go anywhere, Nineveh would walk over to the collapsed tiny toy soldier.
Mm-hmm. It is now on the table. At the end of last session, Alec picked it up and put it on the table angrily.
Yeah, I think Nineveh would pick it up and like to do a knowledge check. I don't remember if we did a knowledge check.
I don't think so. D would happily come up and aid.
So would Nyrin. Just kidding.
He's stupid.
He's stupid.
Dum-dum. And Cribbit is...
Hang on, guys. I got this.
Cribbit with a face of horror is looking over the dead frogman.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, for real, that's what Nyrin is doing.
They're just both of them in the corner
Krill
like...
is going over there to look at them too.
But yeah, do your knowledge check.
Arcana or crafting?
Let's do crafting.
I'm going to do Arcana.
It's at 18.
Ooh, 25.
Nice.
So this appears to be a soul-bound doll. This doll is a construct imbued with a soul.
D holds it up to your face and shows you where the soul would have been.
Just points at the construct. Inside of it.
I understand now.
Nineveh. What did you roll? I'm sorry.
25.
25. So,
So D would get the spooky, scary part of it, and Nineveh would understand the mechanics.
So, is there anything in particular that you'd like to know about it before I ramble on stuff?
I guess where D would be coming from is like, it's just like, why was this evil? Who put this? What kind of soul was it?
So
he knows about magics.
From what you know, maybe from your past or from your readings, is something like this is usually the soul attached to it is from a donor.
So it's a willing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
I hope we didn't already go over this.
But you also are aware that usually in this sort of situation, it hold the memories of the donor's soul, essentially.
Interesting.
But in general, usually the donor's soul matches, the doll itself matches the donor's alignment, and other traits.
Random thought. I just wonder if the last thing the person said before it was transferred was "Take me with you."
That'd be some shit, dude. Nice.
I think so.
I would like that.
Because we're talking about, like, I know our character. I don't think our characters know about the elf gate, but
yours definitely doesn't.
Yeah,
No.
like going somewhere. This person was probably like, "Take me with you."
That'd be
Is
awesome.
there anything in particular that Nineveh wants to know? I can tell Nineveh one specific piece of information.
Maybe the alignment of the soul.
The
Good one.
alignment.
Evil.
It had no alignment.
What? Well, why was it attacking us?
Chaotic?
Probably. Well, that's an
Doesn't the
alignment.
soul have to have the same alignment as the doll, or
Mhm.
usually?
Mm-hmm.
And the soul itself had no alignment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's neutral.
And you don't mean neutral; you just mean no alignment.
No alignment.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's more to this than...
Or is it an
A
artificial
normal-
soul? In any case, Nineveh would like to pocket the creature for study later.
Yeah, I'm gathering that this was just a landmine for us to run into. Not like... Well, not so much like the guardian skeletons, which were just kind of already here, and we stepped on their turf.
How are these frog people dressed?
These frog people.
Because I think they're from the Mwangi as well.
That is something that
Mhm.
I know. Cribbit
Yeah.
knows. I think he might have said it last time. Yeah, because we have had the revelation that these things are from the Mwangi.
I know the chickens we confirmed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them, the big lizard, the frog people, the turtle dragons.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. But if that's already answered, do they have any gear on them?
So these frog-like creatures, they have kind of like a rudimentary armor made out of hides, and what looks to be like scales and furs. They look a little tribal,
Cool.
for sure. As far as what you might find on them, it seems like they did have weapons, but they're in shatters. It looked like they may have had some clubs. You do find some broken javelins around them and their armor.
Probably got. Yeah, well, yeah, they got killed by the doll. I think we reached that point. Cool.
So
crazy.
I need all of you to go ahead and take a look at the map of where I have everyone. Does that seem about right to you?
Yeah, wherever the dead frog is, or I know there's multiple, but Nyrin's standing next to a dead frog.
And Nineveh would be by the table.
Yeah. D Nineveh by the table. Cribbit over by Nyrin.
Mm-hmm. I think that looks right for Krilk and Alec.
D, before you head over towards where those creatures are, can you do me a favor and roll
Well,
me a perception check?
D's not going to the creatures. He's at the table.
Yeah, he and I both looked over the doll.
Going back a bit, can you roll me a perception check?
10.
Okay.
Don't worry. We're good.
I can roll again.
No, it's okay.
I would
So-
love to roll again.
So going back to it,
Wait,
we,
before you rolled what you roll, I need you to go back and roll again.
That's future sight.
And that was your first one,
Like,
which
man,
then
that would've been
obfuscates the
bad.
second one.
Yes.
before we continue on, I want to go back to it, and I want to bring to your attention that there are 4 doors in this room, 2 of which you can kind of see into. They're slightly ajar. You see a room to your northeast. It doesn't seem like there's much going on there. Neither to the north or the southeast. You do see a bit of a disheveled-looking room to the southwest, and then there is a closed door to the northwest.
I thought 3 of them were ajar.
Yes.
So the closed door is to the northeast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm sorry, I was saying it wrong. The northeast. In my brain, I have to say never eat sour wheat.
I was doing the same thing, so don't stress. Except I said worms, which is the correct. Never eat sour worms.
So-
You eat regular worms, but
You don't like
You don't eat
you don't
sour
like sour
worms.
gummy worms?
I do.
How would you feel eating sour
I
wheat?
just say the things I said. I didn't even know wheat could get sour.
Nyrin's gonna go to the door to the southeast.
D is going to watch him.
I'll roll a perception check to see if there's traps or anything goofy.
Okay.
19.
On the door?
Yes.
It is a solid wooden door with iron banding. Looking into and around it, you do notice something. There seems to be some sort of dried residue around the door frame.
Anything I can roll on this dried residue?
How about maybe a crafting check?
You
Or
could ask the
a-
alchemist to take a look.
Yeah.
Crook, what is this?
It looks
Or
like
a
a
nature check?
that looks like a door.
I'll roll a nature check. A door. Out of the box. 13.
It does appear to be some sort of
Dried residue.
like a dried sort of slime,
Do you want me to roll for it?
some sort of mucus.
Yeah, he called you over. Yeah, you see some slimy, dried mucus.
I will also accept an occultism.
All right, I guess I'll do crafting. It's higher. 21.
From what you can tell, this seems to be a sort of slime from an ooze.
No.
It is dried. It seems like it's been dried there for a while, but it does appear to be a slime from an ooze.
Can I tell if it's toxic?
It doesn't appear to be toxic.
All right. Croak's gonna like smear his hand in it.
It kind of crumble.
Oh,
at the
okay, because it's
touch.
not. Okay,
It
it's like
is-
it's
it is
very much
dry.
dried. Yeah. Doesn't look toxic. But
Like picture dried boogers.
Like there was a slime that went through the door that somebody shut the door on and it's now waiting on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
it looks like it pertains to a slime.
Oh, I'm good.
You sure? Yeah, I mean, you were so set on this door.
Hey, Nyrin, don't eat it.
No. Sounds gross.
Non-toxic doesn't mean you should eat it. Just in case. Hey.
What about this door? The one to the southwest. We'll roll on this door.
D's,
Some perception.
D's gonna check that one for traps.
There's also residue on this door.
11 on the door.
You're on fire today.
Yeah.
A very similar door to before. It does seem to be a little more damaged, but it is just a wooden door with an iron banding on it,
16.
slightly ajar.
Was that a bad? Because I got a 16. I was rolling for it too.
From what you can tell, it doesn't appear to be trapped. It is hanging open somewhat.
All right.
As you open the door, you see that there are along the walls there appear to be paintings. It's decorated with remnants of homages to the Order of the Nail's most storied deeds, tall oil paintings, many of which are damaged but still recognizable, depicting Hell Knights gaining the upper hand in clashes with bandits, opposing armies, and terrible monsters. But many of these paintings have been ripped into, stabbed, knocked down. It doesn't seem like there's much in here.
No foot traffic.
You can go ahead and roll a survival check if you'd like to.
I would like to for a 16.
From what you can tell, there doesn't appear to be at least any new sort of footprints in here. It seems like it's largely untouched, but well, I guess that's not true. Not largely untouched, but
Recents.
nothing recent. It's there. It seems like maybe a long time ago someone came in here and just destroyed it for the sake of vandalism.
So like any new or any footprints that would be on the ground are covered in like a fine layer of dust.
Exactly.
Cool.
It doesn't seem like there was much interest in this room.
Just throwing this out there, D would like to thoroughly search this room. Like, by taking time to do it. I know that's a thing that can be done.
Okay.
Check the frames.
But that's like a That's one of those deals where it's like, what is it? Take 10, take 20. So D would thoroughly check, but you guys would have to do something in that time and not just, unless you wanted to just stand there.
For the listener, we know that doesn't exist in this game, but we're doing it anyway.
I mean, it does
It
kind of.
exists if we wanted to.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
not-
saying. Like,
it's
we
not-
want to do it. So.
It's
the
not
whole reason
quite-
to take 20 exists in the first place is because it technically doesn't exist in any rules. It's essentially like, I could sit here and keep rolling perception checks until I get a natural 20 and find something. So taking 20 is just a short passage of time in the game that basically fast forwards through all the rolls, because eventually, as long as there's no danger,
get
you would
it.
You'll
find it.
find something. Yeah.
Yeah, specifically, D wants to check corners of paintings, behind the paintings, looking for notes, info, notes, keys.
So D takes some time walking around this room, and you really don't find anything. You find a lot of damaged paintings, and I mean, if you had the ability to repair them, perhaps some of them could catch a pretty coin, but it's not anything of interest. There is a door to the east in this room.
Yeah, don't care. Yeah, if there's nothing in there, that room's... Oh, that east. Okay, it's just very small. Yeah, and that's probably where the slime is, so...
Yeah.
I mean, does anything look of interest over there? Does it look like it's been touched?
No, it doesn't.
Check that door for traps.
For simplicity, it looks like this room was ransacked, trashed for the sake of trashing it, and then just left.
Just the hatred.
But no cool info? No notes? No nothing.
Nothing.
Boring shit place.
Can
These guys suck.
Croak is gonna go over to
Screw
like
the nail.
Croak's gonna go over to like one of the paintings and kind of like try to just like put it together to see what it looks like.
Okay.
And he's gonna call Alec over and say, do you know any like good stories based off this? Like, does this look familiar to you? I'm just curious. I'm trying to bond with you. You hate me so much. I'm just trying to learn.
Krill kind of like putting the pictures together. You see a group of Hell Knights felling a giant. And
In a parade! Yay!
and
Wrong
a lot of
pictures.
the I mean most of them have similar sort of depictions on them, just of Hell Knights fighting groups of orcs, Hell Knights fighting. And he just looks at them, I mean, there have been a lot of things that the Hell Knights have done. I have seen some of these paintings. One of my forefathers was an artist, and he used to do paintings like these. It's interesting. It's a good painting, I guess.
And Krilk points to one spot, and he's like, "Oh, Grandpa, did he do this part?" And there's just like a big dick that Krilk has drawn on it. What's this part mean?
Are you checking for traps on that door?
Yes. Uh-oh. 16.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Crib is going to step into the room, and D is going to open the door.
Okay.
Leading with our tank.
God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
The door opens to a room full of toppled armor racks and scattered debris throughout the room, as well as anvils, hammers, tool sets, and other supplies that were once used, assumed to be used for repairs on armor, perhaps, or weapons. It is trashed in this room. Do you have dark vision?
Really quick, Cody, did you say you are creating light right now, or you just have dark vision? I can't
Creating
remember.
light,
You are, okay.
but I'm not in the room
He's
with y'all.
he's in a different room.
Okay.
I have dark vision though.
I have low light. Privet has dark.
So Nyrin's holding his torch.
Croak's gonna go over to the door, like he's gonna go back into the main room and then over to the door to the southeast. Yeah, and open that door.
Yeah, because D definitely didn't walk in.
You see much of the same,
Okay.
just a trashed room. Like, I want you to picture we were talking earlier about the like abandoned shit.
Can I?
That's what I want you to imagine. Just stuff knocked over, stuff trashed.
Are there any traces of that slime? The same slime that was on the door.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
D looks up.
Like a trail.
D looks up. There's not much to see up there. It's just a fortress ceiling, a stone ceiling.
16 for the perception check. Fucking 10.
It's difficult to say if there would be a trail of something in here because of
how much shit is all over the
trashed
place.
it is in here. There's a lot of rubble on the ground, a lot of stones, dirt, rocks, just strewn about among all of the broken racks and discarded tools. It is a mess in here.
After Nyrin opened up this door initially for the ruined paintings and stuff, like, as everybody's filing in, he just kind of grunts in disappointment, and he walks over to the northeast door that's closed.
This door. It's open now.
No, the northeast.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Where are you going? We're going to this room. Hey,
Hey,
stop it!
pushes everybody. Excuse me.
I think once Croak walked into the room, Nineveh probably would have moved towards the door with him as he opened it.
Same with Cribbit behind D.
Nyrin will roll a perception on this door. Traps, dangers, whatever. Sound. Ooh, 19.
Nyrin, you press your ear or ear hole to the door. It is a door that appears just as the rest of them. Listening intently, you do hear something on the other side of the door. Some shuffling, maybe a few whispered voices, but you do hear something.
Nyrin's going to pick up a pebble or some debris and throw it at Nineveh, just clink, just to get Nineveh's attention.
That would be loud.
Ding!
Yeah.
I mean, we
metal.
made a ruckus in this room.
That's
They know
true.
we're here. So,
I guess the rock bounces off and Nineveh just turns and looks at you.
and he's going to point he's going to point at the door, like, just giving the signal, like, something's here.
Okay, Nineveh will move over to that door.
Because there is so much going on, I may want to take this into rounds.
Do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. What do we got?
Imad's room opens up into a club.
I will also roll for initiative for Alec.
And 15 other people.
Nineveh.
11.
Krilk.
20.
Cribbit. I mean, sorry, D.
19.
Nyrin.
13.
So, Krilk, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pop into this room with the armor. Just take like one step in.
One step in. Okay.
Yeah. And I guess I'm just trying to see if I can pick up any indication of that slime that was on the door. So if that requires another perception check, let me know.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me another perception check. Looking deeper into the room, I'll go ahead and clear that up for you a bit.
25.
25. So, to the, in the northeastern corner, you do see, so like right up.
You see Nyrin.
Yeah, that scared me for a
Oh, I
second.
forgot.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I had another Nyrin token just hidden somewhere on this map. I'm gonna go ahead and delete them now. But right where Nyrin was, you do see a pile of rubble.
When you deleted him, it was just... he just fades out.
And just beyond that pile of rubble, you begin to see movement. Luckily, we are already in initiative. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna call out to friends and family and warn them.
Brother, sister, mother.
No, Kurok will just be like, "Hey, I got some movement in here." That's about all I can tell you. I mean, I guess what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out a an alchemist fire bomb, and I'm gonna hold it and see if I can I make out anything else? Like, can I see a creature or
What did you roll?
anything in the movement? I had a 25.
You see a shiny mass behind the pile of rubble, speckled with bits of stone and debris as it begins to ooze out from behind the pile. And you are feeling pretty confident in your
Yes.
in your
It's a ooze.
idea that it is an ooze.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this bitch at him. Then.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wait, so I still have how many actions?
Did you smell for gas?
You moved. You did a knowledge check.
Yeah. Are we counting that
okay.
as an action? Then?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then I'm done. Then I can't. Or actually, you know what? I think I have quick draw.
No. I'm sorry. It wasn't a knowledge check. It was a perception check. You got one more action.
I can actually draw my weapon and throw with the same motion.
So you got 2 actions.
Hell
So,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
If I have 2 actions, then I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to move inward into the room, kind of over towards the table at the southmost point, kind of a little bit further down, and 1 over on the table.
You're getting on the table.
Oh, no. Okay, I guess that counts. Yeah, just put me not on the table. Then.
So really quick, I do also have to say this area is difficult terrain.
Oh, it is difficult terrain. Okay.
The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That just cuts your movement speed in half.
So I can move if it's 25. Okay, then I guess let me just can you pop me?
That's 10.
No, you would never flat me.
Okay. That's fine. Just leave me there, and then I'm going to throw the firebomb.
Guys, it's our first ooze. I don't know much, but I know that fire's good.
I'm about to cook this bitch.
Ooze.
Hey, Nyrin, come find this thing. You got it.
I am holding my torch right now, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
That is cool, Nyrin. Good job holding
Good
that
job,
torch, buddy.
Nyrin.
Thanks. Look, it's a stick with fire. Cool.
Puts it at your side, still burning. Just like a video game.
Sheath it.
Like Dark Souls. Let me put my torch away.
25 to hit.
25 to hit.
Hell yeah.
That is a hit. And what is this?
It's a alchemist firebomb.
Hit, not a crit.
25 to hit.
Yeah. Good call.
Good call. Good call.
That is 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah, 12 fire damage, and then 1 persistent fire damage, and 1 fire splash damage. So I guess 14 total damage, right? And then we just do, I don't know, the persistent fire damage you just take every turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it takes 13 now, and then it'll take another fire damage on its turn.
Okay, yeah. So the persistent you don't take the first time.
Okay. You only take persistent on your turn at the beginning of your turn, and then at the end of your turn you roll to see whether or not you keep the condition.
Gotcha. All right.
D. You see, or you hear Krill yell out that he sees something, and you see an explosion of a firebomb just around the corner. Just the flash of light.
Well, I've got a little light. I should be able to see, just not great.
Well, just because of the angle of the corner, I don't think that you can see it. But I do think that you would see the explosion happen.
So, in other words, you want me to waste an action by moving?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not going to. I'm going to cast Forbidding Ward on Krilk. I'm going to ward an ally against the attacks and hostile spells from a target enemy. Target ally gets +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws against target enemies' attacks and spells.
Nice. Thank you,
So,
sir.
yeah, +1 to your AC and any saving throws that happen. So yeah, that's 2 actions. Yeah, I'm also gonna give you guidance, Zach. I'm going to grant you a +1 status bonus to 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Nice. Yeah.
Whichever comes first. And I will keep tabs. Yeah, that's D's turn. Boof, boof. You
Thank
feel,
you.
feel
Thank you, sir.
bolstered and maybe a little bit scared.
Krook's like, ooh.
Oh, I'm all creamy. Oh.
God, I hate elven magic.
Hearing Krilk call out, Alec will make his way past D. He'll pull his greatsword and will charge, not the move, but will charge up to the ooze, and that is his turn. Next up, we have Nyrin.
So Nyrin's standing there with Nineveh ready to open the door. He hears Krilk, and he's going to start moving to that south door.
Son of a bitch, you pulled me away from the door.
I know. That door is in such an awkward space.
Yeah, it is. I hated it.
It's open, though, so you can just go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time, Iman. Ivan can wait. Fuck off, Matthew.
It's just funny because I made an Ivan Ooze joke last week, I think.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It's fucking 20-year-old movie.
Stupid.
Siren moves up to the door, and then he steps for another action into the room adjacent to this freaking ooze.
Right next to it.
Yeah, sucks.
Yes,
then he's
it will.
going to swing. He's holding his shield and his torch. So he's going to swing his torch.
Sorry, is your move speed only 20?
25.
You could make that in one movement.
I can.
Yeah, diagonally down to your right. Go diagonally down to your right, Emma, instead of.
Oh, I
straight down
see.
and left.
Okay. So 20, 25. Okay.
Well, no. I just meant you were right above Nineveh. So go to the right of Nineveh is 1, and then down 2, 3, 4 puts you on the door, and then 5 puts you right where you are.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hell yeah.
Because if you go diagonal in succession, it's 5 feet on the first one, 10 feet more on the next one.
Gotcha.
But if you only go once, it's 5.
Gotcha. Yeah, this whole regular square thing is new to us because we usually play with hexes, which is a lot better.
I like the hex.
Which, I mean, there will be times while we're... Well, I mean, we could honestly take this to the table, but I don't feel like drawing it.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, we're playing on the table where we have a hex mat, but right now, because we're in a dungeon, we are playing on Roll20, so we are using the squares, which is weird to us, but, you know, we adapt.
Poorly. Nyrin is going to swing his torch at this guy.
Here is my question.
Yes.
Why is Nyrin swinging his torch?
For one, he can't see because nobody else is producing light unless Nineveh's the only one producing light, so
I mean,
he can't see.
The ooze is on fire.
He did throw a firebomb at it.
So
Yeah,
And
but
it
if
is
Nyrin was already holding his
persistent.
torch at the door, why would he put his torch away?
Well, I don't necessarily think that he would put his torch away, but I would think Nyrin would maybe put his torch down for light, and then the only thing, I just want to make sure that you are separating yourself from your character, because
Yes.
you may think as Emod, I should use fire on an ooze because of past experiences, but would Nyrin think that, or would Nyrin think...
All oozes are different. I have no idea what this ooze is.
I know.
But
And I get
I'm
that.
picturing sprinting into a room and just swinging.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to do it.
Okay. And I just wanted your reasoning for it, that's all.
But yeah, he's going to swing with the torch. 16.
That is a hit.
It's only a D4. which sucks.
And that was just me trying to make sure to keep you in check.
Oh, gotcha. No, 100%. I got you. 5 damage bludgeoning, 1 damage fire.
Okay, so you slam your torch into this ooze, and as I imagine it, this ooze, as soon as your torch hits it, your torch sizzles out.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So with that, let me look through my long list of weapons. He's going to bash it with his shield.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 11.
Oh,
That is a hit.
yeah.
Oh, shit!
They are big, slow, and
Low AC, big HP.
Fucking both times minimum damage. 5 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning. Is the bludgeoning different than the fire?
Huh?
Well, it seemed like the fire had no effect. I'm just wondering if it was different.
You did bludgeoning last time, too. 'Cause the torch does bludgeoning damage.
Would you like to
she
do a
said
knowledge
she
check?
said I can't. But, well, you said the fire went out. So I
fire
imagine
Did go
that
out.
fire does nothing to it. But as far as bludgeoning, well, I guess whatever. You can
Yeah.
say whatever you want.
we done.
I think it just
one
went
or
out
the
because
other.
it's wet.
It's like
It's
yeah,
wet.
It's
Yeah.
like oozy.
But Also, to be fair, it's dark, so I need to roll a percentage to see if I even hit.
Oh.
Oh, with the shield.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What is it? Is it a flat? Is it, I need to hit DC 11.
Yes.
5. I missed, so I didn't take any of that damage. My turn is over.
Okay. Nineveh, what do you do?
Nineveh is going to glance back at the door that we heard noises coming from, but turn back to the door to the south and run into that room. It's going to take 2 move actions to get around it, and that would incur if it has attacks of opportunity.
But also keep in mind terrain.
Oh, difficult terrain, you're right. Hold on.
Oh, you're right.
That's already done. We would have to go back so much more.
I mean, he hasn't done anything.
Oh, okay.
So it would just affect where he is.
He is doing something. He's giving a 50-50 chance of Nyrin being attacked or him being attacked.
I'm just being honest.
Me too.
Yeah, that was a good thing for you.
Huh?
You're saying you did something useful with him because you made it to where he's a target.
That's why I ran in there, because I was like, well, there's a 50% chance he'll attack him or me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying you wouldn't have run in there?
Correct.
Probably not.
It's a news. I have nothing, to my knowledge, I have nothing good against the news. I was taking the 50-50 chance that it would attack him or Nyrin.
So you're telling me to ignore the difficult terrain?
Well, you had 3
it's
actions
already-
to move. You probably would have made it anyway.
He had 2 actions because he pulled his weapon.
I guess you
Would
could
be
just take
5,
away his
10,
weapon.
15.
Just have him standing there without his weapon drawn.
I can do that.
I think that's fair.
Thank you.
Nineveh?
Yeah, so Nineveh's going to run into the room beside Alec and next to the slime, which leaves me with 1 action. I'm going to punch
Here?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
14.
That's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's 6 points of damage. Bludgeoning.
Dude, Krilk is so excited to throw his next bomb.
Nineveh slams their fist into this ooze and just wet splatters ripple through this cubicle shape of an ooze. Okay.
Look out. It's got an office desk. Chairs. I think I see a fax machine.
It is an office worker. That is why it's down here.
Stapler.
Okay, so next up we have said ooze. I will roll a d6 to see who it goes for. Alec. The cube surges forward towards Alec and begins to engulf him.
Just straight to engulf. Fuck.
Are you gonna move him? Does he move on his space? Please.
We'll see.
Please.
I'm always 1 step away. Mage has to waste an action to move 1 foot.
That's how you play chess, man.
It sucks.
Reflex save.
Reflex?
Reflex.
So it's going against his reflex?
DC.
He rolls a reflex
Oh.
save or he gets engulfed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He has to beat a DC 19.
Okay. It lunges forward towards Alec to engulf him, and he jumps back.
Hell yeah.
It will then...
Also, to play devil's advocate, because the slime can move double its speed, you can move through multiple spaces. You can try to engulf multiple people. You basically move double its speed, and then any creature in its path, it can engulf. It just can't engulf more than its size. But you could still try for all 3. So you could have suggested that it like moved down through Nyrin, through Alec, through Nineveh, and then if it engulfed one of them before the next one, it just would stop wherever they were. It's not just a single target ability.
Oh, are you sure?
The monster strides up to double its speed and can move through the spaces of any creatures in its path. Any creature of the monster's size or smaller whose space the monster moves through can attempt a reflex save to avoid being engulfed. A creature unable to act automatically critically fails the save. If a creature succeeds at its save, it can choose to either be pushed aside out of the monster's path or pushed in front of the monster to the end of the monster's movement. So it moves and then moves us, or engulfs us. So if you would like to redo that, you can attempt it against all 3 of us.
Only if everyone else is okay with it.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you weren't aware of it, and he was in your first step of movement. You could just keep moving.
But Alec does get pushed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so he can either choose
So-
to end up at the end of wherever the slime stops or just to an adjacent space of his own.
So Alec gets pushed. So here's what I'm going to do then. It is going to attempt to engulf Nineveh, Alec, Nyrin, and Krilk in its path. If that's what you're saying I can do, that is
As
what
long
I'm
as
going
you
to
can do that double movement through difficult terrain and you're okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So,
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it may not be affected by difficult.
Probably not.
It is the
I need a reflex save from Nineveh, Nyrin, and Krilk.
And I gave you guidance so you can use an extra point.
And I need you two, Zach and Emad, to wait. Nineveh first.
27?
Nineveh's fine. Nyrin.
But you can choose to be moved if you wish to move.
Yeah, I will be moved to the end of the slime's movement.
26.
Wherever it ends up, I just stay adjacent.
26. Okay.
6.
21.
All right. So everyone's fine.
That was without your thing. So
Yeah, so where does the slime end up and who's adjacent to it?
But yeah, next time something like that comes up, you declare, I want to use this
Beforehand. Okay,
for it.
yeah.
Hey, everybody.
So we just all got shoved.
Got mushed to the
Yes.
south. All of
So
us are just
it
clumped
has
together.
pushed everyone down to the south of this room.
Well, fuck. That kind of changes what I have to do now.
Matt, what was the other spell that you put on me? I know you put guidance. What was the other one? It was like a ward?
Forbidding Ward. 1 to AC, 1. So that saving throw, you got a natural +1 on top of that.
Yeah.
So it would have been like 22.
Okay.
And the other one is a choice for attack, saving throw.
Okay. All right.
This cube slides its way through this room, landing towards the south, right at Krilk. And with its last movement, it wiggles forward and slams itself onto Krilk. It has a 21 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
You take 1d6 acid damage, and I need you to roll me a fortitude save.
Do you want to roll that d6?
Oh, yeah. You're right.
I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
do I need to roll it?
Sorry, you take 4 acid damage, and I need you to roll a fortitude save.
It's a 19 for fortitude save.
As this ooze slams itself into Krilk, his body begins to stiffen, and you are paralyzed.
Oof, with a 19. Brutal.
Fuck.
This just says your body's frozen in place, you have the flat-footed condition, and you can't act except to recall knowledge.
Oh, you can do a new save every round to
Okay.
get out of paralysis. Next up, we have Krilk.
I mean, I'm fucking paralyzed. So.
Do you want to attempt to save?
Yeah. So what? Remind me of the saves again. Is it just?
Fortitude.
It's another
It's just
fortitude
another
save.
fortid? God fucking
So
damn
you just
it,
got to
I
beat a
mean.
19.
Come on, dude.
Okay,
You got
so
this.
Matt, I'm gonna use that
use-
guidance. No,
Okay.
I'm gonna use it
Yeah.
to add a +1 to my
like that.
roll.
Let me make sure it's
Come
not.
on, you fucker.
Come on, baby. Come on.
No, there's no way. No.
Krilk is
17.
paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm still paralyzed.
In the face of this ooze.
You can do a knowledge check. You can still speak.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I guess can I do
I think you can only take mental actions.
Yeah, so can I do
Oh, okay.
would like a recall knowledge
yeah,
or
you can do a recall
okay.
knowledge.
You just
Yeah.
won't be able to share the info, but you can find
Oh,
out.
I can't talk. I guess I couldn't speak it, right? Yeah.
You can still do it.
Yeah, I guess I'll
doesn't
just
hurt
do
to
it
know.
just to try.
What is he adding? Or what is the. What
Oh,
is the-
occult.
Occult, okay.
Or
25.
okay. So
What the fuck kind
What-
of ooze just hit me?
this
thinks
is
Is it to himself.
Acid ooze? Yeah.
this is what is known as a gelatinous cube.
Classic.
What would you like to know about it?
How do you kill it? Or does it have any weaknesses? Oh,
It does not.
dope.
No. Gelatinous cubes are a real bitch.
And I can give you one more piece of information.
Fuck, man, I don't. Let's see.
Resistances, maybe.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, resistances.
If I was an ice cream cone, how would you eat me?
It has a resistance to electricity 5.
And
Okay.
I'll sit here with all that knowledge.
Next up, we have D.
Krilk is just looking at D with big wide eyes that scream like, hey, can you pull me? Just pull me out of here, please.
The way that this place is shaped sucks. It's so bad for a mage. Krilk's looking pretty bad, huh?
He just got slammed by a goo.
I want you to imagine like this big old cube essentially just like turning, like rolling its face onto Krilk and slamming against him and jiggling back into place. And
He's
you
dead.
see
Leave him.
and smell the just Krilk's skin sizzling as he stands there paralyzed.
And he can't even like scream out. He's just like his eyes. He's just got big eyes.
Ugh. I got you, buddy. I got you.
Bro, if he gets
I
eaten by
fucking
this,
got you. Don't worry.
D is gonna run to the left of that door.
Not letting you die from a fucking
30
Bill Cosby bullshit jello.
Remember the
30
difficult
feet.
terrain.
Well, no, I'm not. Is this all difficult? Even in the art room that doesn't have any stuff in it?
Not in the art room, no.
Yeah, no, I'm moving up to the left of that door, to the north. And I'm going to friend fetch Krilk and Cribbit. Cribbit is going to go right in front of D, in front of that door. Yes, diagonal. I don't know how to explain this for a podcast. D runs further into the room and pulls both of his friends. Krilk behind D. Yes.
So what is friend fetch? Is that a
It's he runs back into the room, and as he like turns back towards Krilk and Cribbit, black tendrils come from the ground and slide both of you
yeah.
guys towards him.
It's the magic he used to
That's
save
dope.
you from the
That's
lizard.
right. Yeah, I remember that.
You've felt these tentacles before, boy.
This is yeah. Krilk.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay.
No magic missiles this round.
Alec pulls his greatsword and will
Cubes, man.
attempt
Thanks, bro.
to attack out of this cube.
Yeah, we'll see. That thing moved a lot.
Yeah, it moves
so
crazy fast too.
don't worry about that.
Okay, that's a hit.
Poor Krilk.
Good.
Krilk just getting clapped.
Dude. I didn't even think. I didn't even think he was
know.
gonna get me.
Yeah, no.
Well, plus I fucking rolled like a
It's all
19
chance,
too,
I mean.
and I was like, okay, that'll be enough to save me.
He slashes down at this this cube and just slices into it. As he slashes down, bits of slime splatter around, causing sizzling against the bits of broken wood on the floor as he attempts to slash out again and misses. Next up, we have Nyrin.
All right, here we go. Nyrin is gonna shove this thing away from him towards that north door.
Okay.
Just shove it into the room with us.
No.
It's against the creature's fortitude DC.
Okie dokie.
That is an 18.
Nyrin pushes against this ooze and he just feels his arm slipping inside
Damn
as he's pushing against it. Just can't get a hold.
So he's gonna quick draw his Gisarm
Quick draw vacuum. Please.
and swing.
Don't forget that this is at your second attack.
Yes, sir. Good. 19 to hit.
Okay,
Nice.
that's a hit.
Fucking low damage. 6 damage. Slashing.
Oh man, this dude might be immune to crits.
Okay. Your arm slices into it, spraying little bits of what ooze.
Don't smile halfway into it.
Wet.
As you slice through it, as soon as your weapon leaves its body, it just right back into itself.
Like it did nothing.
Maybe.
What do you do?
Emma, you're not gonna
Well,
get the character sheet by Did it seem like it moved 25 feet, or?
Then Nyrin will step to this space right here. He's going to step a little southwest from it.
Yeah,
That
that'll
is
save
his
you.
turn.
Okay, next up we have Nineveh.
Get me. Knock down that wall so I can see it.
Nineveh is going to attempt to go into overdrive. So their mechanisms begin whirring and plates begin to open and steam comes out.
Do it!
It's not great. Okay, so that is a... Actually, I don't know what the standard DC for my level is.
It's okay, I have one.
I got a 16.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So nothing happens. I've got 2 more actions. Nineveh's going to go ahead and try to strike the creature with a punch. I clicked into my own dice. It's a 13 to hit.
That's a hit.
Jesus Christ. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And then again. That's not going to be enough.
Maybe. I got a feeling it could be a really low DC.
Nah, it's an 8.
Or AC, rather.
An 8 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
That does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, wait. No, sorry. 12 to hit.
A 12 does hit.
Took away twice. 12 does hit? Okay. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. I MAP'd myself twice on accident. And that phrase is dumb.
I may have
Sorry, how
peed
much
my-
I
damage?
may have peed myself.
How much damage?
8
8
points of bludgeoning.
damage.
I got mapped.
Okay. Krilk. Go ahead and throw that. Oh, wait. Sorry. I skipped a very important character's turn. The ooze. The ooze will yet again attempt to get its meal by scooping through Nineveh, Alec, and Nyrin.
Acrobatics get on the table? Just kidding.
It becomes the table.
It is the table.
Oh boy. You give it a bowl, it eats the bowl.
Yeah, okay. So we'll just do Alec and Nyrin, or Alec and Nineveh then.
I was just kidding. You can double move, which means you should be able to rainbow around the table.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I need reflex saves from everybody. So we're gonna go Nineveh, Alec, Nyrin.
I need to stop using my left hand to roll. It literally fucks me every time.
No, it's not real.
Oh, I was like,
I've been rolling
are you
trash
just doing
today.
it for fun? Okay.
That would have been way better.
Not that Fee doesn't know, but my reflex is shit. I can't be in there.
Nineveh.
Dude,
11, natural 3.
Yeah.
I have great reflex, and it's still
Everybody,
fucked me.
shut up. The ooze hurls itself towards Nineveh, covering all bits of their arms, legs, and then eventually engulfing their head. I need a fortitude save.
You're going to need it for both of them.
No!
Shit.
Okay, so I'll start with the body. Fortitude for my body, 20.
Okay.
And for my head...
Come on.
Man, is a 32 good? Just kidding. It's a 26. Can't math.
So, Alec and Nyrin watch as this ooze pours over Nineveh, engulfing her and sending a sickly green glow over the room as they continue to emit their light.
Is my body paralyzed or no?
No,
No? Hell yeah.
no part of you is paralyzed.
Cool.
It will then attempt to launch an attack at Alec and miss. Okay. Nineveh has been engulfed. Krilk, now, would you like to attempt that save?
And currently, Zach, you no longer have any buffs from me.
Yeah, let me do it. No, it's a fail.
Do you see Krilk's eyes bulging, but there's nothing that he can do.
Ugh.
D, what do you do?
I slip a knife into his neck to,
That is the kind thing to do.
Ease the pain.
D steps on Krilk's hand, sees that he can't do anything about it, begins to pee.
Oh, Croak's getting excited. You can tell by his eyes. He's like, yeah, I'm into this.
No. No. D is going to spend a focus point for lingering composition and with his instrument cast Inspire Courage. So, in a 60-foot emanation, myself and all of my allies will get +1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Oh, right, I have to roll a DC for Linger and Composition to see if it works. Or, yeah.
I have the DCs.
Performance check. I got a 19 for performance.
You good?
It's success, critical, or failure.
Success.
Okay. It's going to last 3 rounds. +1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and fear effects. But, I mean, this is spooky to me. Okay.
This is spooky to
Spooky to me. I have one more action. Fee, is the cube on Nineveh now?
Yes.
Like, it's... Okay. Final action is going to be given to Cribbit. Is this a medium-sized cube? I'm sorry.
It is large.
Oof.
Oh, so you're gonna engulf 2 creatures.
Yeah, Nineveh counts as medium, right?
Oh no, Nineveh is large.
Okay.
So,
That's like an important thing.
oh wait, just my body is large.
I was gonna say you take up more space.
Yeah,
Is large like 2x2?
No.
I just forgot about that because my body is large. which
Is
means
your
my
head
is-
tiny?
No, but it's small.
I am not going to worry about it right now.
Okay.
Nineveh is engulfed.
Cribbit is going to move towards the door, but 10 feet away from it, in the middle. So Cribbit can see Alec and possibly some of the ooze. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Next we have Alec. So Alec will yet again attempt to attack this cube.
Gosh, it's just messy room. It looks like my grandma's old house. There's a back bedroom that just had stuff in it, lots of stuff in it, and it was scary at night.
Because I forgot about that and I hadn't thought about it, could I do a reflex save for my head to see if my head is not engulfed? 'Cause
Sure.
It would matter for something.
Yeah. Did you do the reflex for your body only before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, do it for your head.
It's the
Do it for your head.
worst reflex save. 17?
No, it's
Okay.
engulfed.
Damn.
Alec strikes out, hits, and deals some damage, and will attempt another hit. Miss one more time. Miss. Oh, no. That's not true.
That's impossible.
Sorry, the second one does hit. My bad. I was thinking the wrong thing for the modifier. Okay, so Alec is just hacking into this thing.
That's funny, boy.
I saw a video this morning of when Star Wars, when Obi-Wan brings an older Anakin and they meet Padme again for the first time. Except Obi-Wan walks up and Padme's there, and I'm like, Anakin. Padme's like, wow, you've grown. But what they did was they took Anakin and they just made him very big. So he walks into the scene, he's like, oh, you've gotten shorter. So whatever the hell he says, but it's just a giant Hayden Christensen in the room. I'm sorry.
For
This
this
is very funny.
for this
Wow,
situation,
grown.
the way I see it in my head is Alec is just hacking into this cube, and every time he makes a slice, he's trying to pull parts of it away to try and free Nineveh, but
Like a
he's just
cheese
not
grater.
able to. Next up, we have Nyrin.
Swing, baby, swing.
You are away.
He can reach. He has his Gasarm. Gonna swing with that fucking +12. That's awesome. 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Come on, roll better than a 2 on this D10. Come on. I rolled a 10. 15 slashing.
Nice.
15 slashing.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot because I did give you guys a boost.
I got it. I got the thing.
Okay, good. I forgot I boosted.
That's great, dude. You just cut Nineveh in half.
No, it's not how it works. No.
Cut off their head.
So you slice into this ooze, kind of chopping off a chunk of gelatinous glob, and it seems to just kind of like bounce back and fill it back in. What do you do next?
So it's doing nothing.
What?
That's your perception of it, yes. As Emod, that is your perception of it. What do you do next?
Fuck, man.
I know. What are these things made of?
Croak, why did you go into this room?
Gel.
Jill. I would answer you, Imad. Or Krill would answer you.
Yeah.
But he is paralyzed.
Ew, it is gel. That's why I was all crusty on the door.
Yeah. That was
What's that
dandruff.
fucking like, what's the name of that? Of that
Hair
like
gel, man.
90s gel. It was like, oh, fuck.
There's got to be glue.
Dapper Dan.
Nyrin's gonna step towards it and shove it.
Okay.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. God damn it. 9.
As Nyrin pushes against it, he pushes and just gives, and his arms are just getting sucked in every time he tries to push against it.
As soon as we get Nineveh out of this, leave the room and lock it in.
And that's Nyrin's turn.
It's just like
Nineveh,
elbow
what do you
deep.
do?
This sucks. First things first.
Beer.
He's got a.
I know.
He's taking his pills. He has to swallow the pizza with the beer.
Nineveh explodes.
Yay!
Oh my god!
All creatures within a 5-foot radius of Nineveh, which unfortunately includes Alec, are now going to take 3d6 fire damage.
Of course it does.
Nyrin's there, so I had to move there to shove.
Well, I need a reflex save from all of you.
Okay.
There's a DC 19 reflex save.
Fail.
Pass.
My own head has to do this. I forgot. Pass. Okay. Can I have D6s of friendship?
D6
need
of
2.
friendship.
All right, I'm good. Thank you.
He's had enough friendship. Thank you very much.
It shouldn't come from you.
Oops.
It was the lowest rolling one. 11 points of fire damage to anybody that failed,
Oof.
and for those that succeeded, 5. Unless you have evasion. Felt like trash can lid and glass.
I know. It is a junk room. Makes sense. It would.
I'm gonna
Be
add a
awful
cat
in
screaming
there.
at the end of that.
Let me know if you critically failed, because if you did, then that's a whole other thing.
Is a 13 a critical fail?
No.
You said 11?
Yes. I had to think about it.
The Nineveh explodes, and I imagine it is kind of a, you know, kind of like a build up inside, and then an explosion of gel everywhere,
It's like Ghostbusters.
and the slime is just sprayed across the room and sits.
Hey!
Nice. Yeah,
It died.
Oh my
I
god.
was hoping that would kill it.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Did it die though?
You are out of combat.
Hey, when do I get unparalyzed?
Keep rolling your saves.
Fuck off. You guys are gonna have to carry me on like a gurney the whole game.
It's a DC 20.
Okay, I just beat it. 27.
All right, there you go.
Thank God,
You just got to take a nice little nap during that whole combat.
dude. Hey, I got my damage done early.
Yeah.
Alec and Nyrin are splattered with green chunks of ooze that give a bit of a burning sensation as they hit their skin.
And explosion.
And explosion.
It's a little bit of explosion.
It's funny. This entire fight didn't get hurt at all until the explosion.
Yep.
But it's fair. I like that. Good move, dude.
I didn't want to be stuck anymore.
No.
I did also forget to give you your damage from getting engulfed.
Ah, well, it's a shame.
Oh, man,
We'll never know.
It's already passed.
It is
Fuck.
a shame.
Yeah. Hate to see it happen.
That's 7 damage. Acid.
For my body or my head? Roll 50-50 to see. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm not kidding.
I mean, I should probably just roll it for both of them, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
7 for your body, 3 for your head. No.
You can cut that out. Cut everything I say, please. Just cut me out of the podcast. I want to be here. I want to play, but please just cut every freaking word I say.
Good move, redacted. Redacted, what do you do? Nice job, redacted. Okay.
I don't trust an ooze.
We stand in this decrepit room. Ooze sprayed along the walls, and all that Nyrin can think of is some hushed voices.
I like to think
other
that
side of the wall.
I like to think that Nineveh's standing there, like pristine, sparkling clean, and the entire room, and you guys are covered in sizzling, boiling goo, and like these little arms come out and just start like bzz, bzz, preparing, and Nineveh just looks at you and goes, "Sorry about that."
Ouch. It's good to know you can take care of yourself, Nineveh.
Nineveh.
Nyrin looks down at his chest, rips away his bandoliers and stares at his chest, waiting for little arms to come out and heal him.
And it happens.
No, please, no!
In any case, that is the end of our story for tonight.
But what is in the room?
I know the
Whispering voices.
people.
I guess we'll never know as long as Zach
Never.
continues to have family and friends.
Until next time.
It's just
Come back when you're lonely.
The Cursed Caravan uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy, paizo.com/community use. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. The Cursed Caravan is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. We would like to thank Michael Gelfi Studios, the world reference for tabletop RPG audio, for the music and the ambiance. You can find out more about them at michaelgelfi.com. Please check out their Patreon and YouTube channel links in the description. If you like what we do, please rate us 5 stars on your podcast app of choice. It helps us tremendously. You can email us at thecursedcaravan@gmail.com. We have Instagram, The Cursed Caravan Podcast, and Twitter, The Cursed Caravan Podcast @Cursed Caravan. Thank you for listening. Come on, Croak, get back here. Stop peeing.
Well, since he's peeing, I'm gonna go pee too. And do you have water bottles still in your fridge?
You can use a toilet.
That's good. That's a good one.
Can I have a water bottle?
Yes, you can have as many as you want.
All of them?
Yeah.
Anybody need a beer?